Here is why 93% of people never lose belly fat. So I have lost my belly fat 3 times in the last few years. So in this video, I'll go over the 3 things that help me do that. And it's impossible to stay fat if you follow the 3 things I'll cover in this video. The first thing I did was I started following the 60% rule. For this summer, when I wanted to lose my belly fat, get 6-pack lean, I switched up how I was eating. So I went from eating half of my plate with carbs and half of it with protein, like high protein food, so like meat, eggs. I stopped eating like that and I started having around 70% of my plates with high protein foods and only 30% with carbs, vegetables. And when I did that, in just a few weeks, I got lean. That was one of the main things that helped me get lean. Starting eating more protein and less carbs, having my plate with around 70%, 60-70%. I did the same thing last year when I wanted to get abs. I ate more protein and less carbs. I ate around 60-70% last year too, and it worked. It worked last year, it worked this year, and also when I was on a vacation a few weeks ago, I ate like 90% of my plates with protein, or like 80-90%. And I was eating a lot, but I stayed lean throughout the whole 1 week, even though I was eating a lot, like big portions. 2 plates with bacon and egg for breakfast, 2 plates with like chicken to lunch, beef with a bit of rice for dinner. But I still stayed lean. And I just realized protein is so overpowered because our body burns calories when it digests protein. Because protein is much harder to digest for the body than fat and carbs. So we burn more calories when we do it. And we also build muscles. And when we build more muscle, we also burn more calories. And when we start burning more calories, we will lose fat. That's the fat loss formula. Burn more calories than you eat. And also, protein keeps us full. Like now, I don't even need to eat something in between my meals. I have my meals, high protein, then I don't eat anything. I only eat 3 times per day. And having a high protein diet helps me do that. And when I'm only eating 3 times a day and not snacking in between, my calorie intake is much lower. So protein helps me eat less calories and burn more calories. That's why protein is so overpowered. And the 60% rule is eat 60% of your plates with high protein foods. So like meat, like ground beef, steak, chicken, fish, and then eggs too. Eggs are also high in protein and super good. Greek yogurt is also another one. But focus mainly on steak, ground beef, and chicken and eggs. And eating more protein, it also helped me in business. Be more focused. Because I noticed before, if I eat a lot of pasta, a lot of carbs, bread, my focus gets fucked. I can't sit and work that good on my business. Now when I'm eating more protein, I'm much more focused throughout the day. So if you're also a business owner, entrepreneur, then this will also help you with productivity and focus. So protein has so many benefits. And I have a full diet plan that is high in protein. It follows this 60% rule that is designed for busy entrepreneurs that want to lose fat without spending hours cooking or destroying their focus. If you want that, get the Lean Founder Protocol with the top link description. It's completely free and it's designed for busy entrepreneurs that want to lose fat. The second thing that helped me lose fat was I started eating like a man. So it was in 2023, one day when I just had enough. My body was hurting, my stomach was hurting, my head, everything. I was feeling so bad because just before I had had some cookies, a lot of them. So I was there lying in my bed, holding my stomach and thinking, fuck, I need to stop. I need to stop eating junk food. It makes me look like shit, feel like shit. It's not good. I'm starting getting older. I need to take care of my body, my health. So I decided to quit junk food. And just a few weeks after, I started feeling the benefits. I started having more energy. After having junk food less and less. And then after I completely cut it out, a few months after, everything changed. I felt much stronger. I built more muscles. I got abs for the first time. I lost the fat I had. And I felt like a man. I felt strong. I walked around with energy, with strength, a bit of aggression because my testosterone levels were better now. And I realized not eating junk food is so powerful. I feel so much better now. I have abs, I'm building more muscles. It's easier to be consistent with the gym now because my energy levels are better. And I start enjoying the gym more because I have energy in the gym. I actually enjoy pushing hard now. You need to stop eating junk food. Junk food is for zombies. You're not even a human if you're putting in sugar, fast food, fried foods in your mouth. Like if you're eating a donut, you're not even a human. You're a fucking zombie. Why would you put poison in your body? Sugar is poison. It makes you worse. It makes you fat, ugly, unhealthier, weaker, worse immune system, worse focus. Literally everything inside of you gets worse from sugar. I can't even take a man seriously if he's over 18 years old and he's eating junk food and he can't control his cravings. Like, what the fuck? If you're a 10-year-old, but if you're 25, 30, 40 years old and you're eating junk food, that's a problem. Like, you need to stop. Because right now, you have some belly fat that you want to lose because of your diet and because of your eating junk food. You're eating ice cream, soda, fast food. If you wouldn't eat junk food, you wouldn't be watching this video because you would be able to lose fat pretty easy. This is the biggest thing and the easiest thing, especially like if you're busy with your work, because you will save time. You quit junk food instead of snacking on some candy or chocolate bar, soda throughout the day. You don't do it. You save time. You save money. You get better focus. This is super high return on investment. Quit junk food. You need to stop all high sugar foods, all seed oils, all fast food, fried food, everything. All that bullshit, stop it. And some people say, oh, but I do cardio, so it's okay. But if you do walking, let's say you go for a walk 1 hour a day, that's 300 and you will burn around 300 calories from that. You know how much 300 calories is? It's one pizza slice. It's 2 chocolate bars, like 2 Snickers. It's nothing. It's not gonna help you lose fat. If the only thing you do, you take a walk sometimes. You're probably not even doing it every day. That shit won't work. Cardio, exercising is like 10% of losing fat. 90% is your diet. You won't lose fat if you keep eating shit, if you keep eating junk food. Some people say, oh, it's just about calories in, calories out, being a calorie deficit. No, that sugar fucking hurts you. You need to stop eating sugar. And I know it's hard with like your cravings. You're probably a bit sugar addicted. I was it. And especially like when you're busy working all the time. But the thing that worked for me was slowly having it less and less. Like choosing a day I can have it every week. So like Fridays, for example. You only have it on Fridays. You stick with that for a few weeks. Then Friday every 2 weeks. And you keep like having it less and less. It will be hard. You will need to fight with your willpower to be able to quit. And if you want a more detailed guide on how to quit junk food, then you get the Lean Founder protocol in the top link description for free. You can also get that coaching call with me in there for free. I'm doing it right now, but only for full-time entrepreneurs. The last thing I did to lose my belly fat was fasting. I don't eat anything for around 17 hours a day. Right now, it's around like 12:30. It's like middle of the day, and I haven't even ate anything. That makes losing fat, staying lean so much easier. Because right now, my body is running on fat. It's using the fat on my body for energy. When I'm talking, when I'm moving, when I'm sitting down, work on my business. Instead of using some food I ate. For example, if I would have ate something at 8 a.m., just a few hours after waking up, it would use that for energy right now and not my fat on my stomach. I would have my first meal at 1 p.m. That's when I have my breakfast usually. I fast around 17 hours a day. I fast usually from 7 or 8 p.m. to 1 p.m. Also, my insulin levels drop. And when your insulin levels drop, you will lose fat. So that's like more of the science behind it. But it's also so hard to overeat when you only have like 7 or 8 hours a day to eat. Like for me, it's between 1 p.m. and 8 p.m. Just 7 hours. It's hard to get in too many calories in that period of time. Compared if I would start eating at 8 a.m. and have my last meal at 11 p.m. 14 hours, I could probably have like 6 meals and snack and just eat a lot in that period of time. But when I'm keeping it to this small time window, it's hard to overeat. That's one thing. And then another thing, fasting is so overpowered, intermittent fasting, is that I build up control over my hunger. Right now, I would like to go to the kitchen and eat something. I'm gonna be honest, I'm hungry. But I don't do it. And I never do it. I never eat before the time I have decided to eat in the morning. And now it's 1 p.m. I had never had something before. And that trains up my discipline. When someone asks me, oh, do you want to have this donut? I can say no. Even though I would like to have it, I say no. Because every day, every morning, I build up my mind. For you that want to quit junk food, eat more protein, eat less carbs. This will be powerful to build up your mind, to get that willpower. Like most people, they wake up, they eat some bullshit like cereal and milk, a week as sandwich, and then they like start the day. But instead, when you wake up tomorrow, work on your business until like 11 a.m. then have breakfast. It will be hard in the beginning, but work your way up. You can actually start at like 10 a.m. if you have breakfast at like 8 a.m. right now. And then work your way up over time until like 12 p.m. And then have your last meal at 8 p.m. In that way you do 16 hours a day of fasting. And that's solid. And that's solid. That's like the recommendation, at least 16 hours a day. And how you're gonna eat now is 2 or 3 meals a day, high protein. Remember, 60% with protein, 40% with carbs, veggies, and also no junk food. All these 3 things I covered in this video, they go together. It's very important that you do all of them. So you can have breakfast. Let's say you have breakfast, 4 eggs. I have 6 eggs to my breakfast, or like for you, like 3 eggs is probably enough. Have 3 eggs at 12. Then you have a high protein meal at around 3 p.m. Then another one at like 6, 7 p.m. Somewhere around there. Have like 3 hours at least in between your meals. And I actually have a full diet plan on how you're gonna eat when you do intermittent fasting and a high protein diet in the Lean Founder Protocol, top link description, for free. And then you don't eat anything else. Please have those 2 or 3 high protein meals a day, and then don't eat anything. No snacks, no junk food in between. It will be hard, but getting 6-pack abs is fucking hard. Less than 1% of the population has it. So it won't be easy. Like getting lean, it's not easy. Look outside, everyone is fat these days. Why? Because it's hard to be lean, especially in the beginning. Like when you get the things done, when you start actually following this for a few weeks, for a few months, it will get easy. But especially in the start, it's fucking hard. And that's why people quit, because they're weak. So you know this shit will be hard. Wait a few extra hours, not eat anything, will be hard. Quitting junk food, that shit will be hard. It is hard to achieve anything great in life. Become a professional athlete, that's hard. Get fucking big biceps is hard. Get rich is hard. If you're an entrepreneur, you know this from business. Building up your business, getting it to 6 figures, it was hard. You just know it's gonna be hard, but if you actually have more protein, high protein diet, 60% off your plate with high protein foods, you quit junk food completely, and you fast for 16 hours a day, it's guaranteed you will lose fat. And if you want to get ripped for the first time in your life, watch this video right here. Become Jack Butter.